And the Live United segment that we do every week, highlighting different things. Sometimes they are internal things, things that go on within the United Way, Thomas Jefferson area. And right now, Dan Goodall, who's with Virginia National Bank most of the times, but he's also the managing, what is exactly your title? What does Kim call you at the United Way? You're your campaign chair?
I won't tell you what Kim calls me, but my title is campaign chair for United Way this year.
And are there? And I don't want to pigeonhole, but I mean, what are you looking for in terms of programs that can be supported by the United Way? Are there particular types of programs? Kim mentioned educational programs for the United Way Story Search video contest, but what are the programs that you're looking for? Are there programs that you're looking for? And do you ever actually go into doing outreach and saying, hey, we've heard about your program, you want to be part of what we're doing, or does it have to be their reaction to your?
Well, there's two ways United Way participates in the needs in the community. One is through funding projects at other nonprofits, and so there's an application process that nonprofits go through each year. United Way funds specific projects within those area nonprofits, and there's a very rigorous application process that they go through. Tons of United Way volunteers on our program and funding committee spend a lot of time looking at those and trying to make sure every dollar that United Way allocates is well spent. And then the other way is through direct services that United Way provides. And there's a lot of those things like the tax credit help we did this year, Smart Beginnings, a volunteer sort of coordinator call center, the annual Day of Caring that we run every year is great. So there's a lot of different ways that we participate in the community.
The vetting process, and that's what your board sits down and is just getting ready to start doing. Is that process something that a nonprofit that may be compelled by what we're saying here, they need to have a certain amount of ducks in the row before they come to the United Way and talk to you about that?
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the staff and the volunteers at United Way are great at helping guide somebody through that process, at helping coach them and train them on how to fill out our applications, how to well position your project for United Way assistance.
It's not your typical bureaucracy where if you don't do it right the first time, you have to go back to the
not at
yellow chain
all.
line.
We're all on the same team here. All on the same team.
So how can we help? What can we bring to the campaign that you need right? The first need, second need, prioritize. What we can do to help.
Yeah, I mean, there's two real ways. I mean, one is by donating your time. We've talked already about a couple ways you could do that, by being a community executive and helping businesses run campaigns, by starting a campaign within your business. We've got an annual now all-around town auction coming up here in the next few months. We'll start where smaller retailers.
Let me time out on that. Let me talk about the starting a campaign within your business.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where I was getting at the beginning. Are there specific types of campaigns that you're looking for businesses to start, or companies, or groups of employees, or churches, or whatever, whoever's motivated by it to get started, or is it kind of just by what those people?
Anybody who wants to be involved and have a workplace campaign at their place of business, we would love to help them. We'll come in, we'll send a community executive who we trained with some techniques and tips on how to run a good campaign, how to jazz it up, have some awards and prizes and incentives for folks to participate, to try to tell the story about United Way. We can bring in one of the actual nonprofit employees if they're interested in hearing about where their dollars end up going, for some positive stories there. But any business that wants to get involved, I mean, call United Way and we will get you hooked up.
I just wanted to give that to the people who hear that. Because
go back,
you were talking about the all-around town auction that's going on.
Yeah, that'll get started up in the next few months. That's been a big hit the last few years. Where we have, most auctions take place at one central location, and businesses are kind to donate their products or services. Ours is a little bit unique, where we actually run the auction at each individual business. So we'll have a list of the businesses that are participating and the things they have up for bid, and folks will come to your actual store, your retail shop, bid on your item there and see all the other great things you have for sale.
Well, Dan, I appreciate everything you're doing, and you can be contacted through UnitedWayTJA.org, right?
That's exactly right.
Now, Kim, it looked like you were about to speak, but now you're back into your video, camera mode, punked, mode. Is that everything you wanted to bring in again? Where to look for you Fridays after 5?
Fridays after 5 in the Charlottesville Newsplex tent.
We're going to call your program Nonprofits Gone Wild. So that always seems to be a way to generate videos. We'll get
Wow.
you some.
I'm not even going there.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Dan.
Thanks,
Thanks, Joe.
We appreciate it.